Evening, guys. You all right?
Yeah, good, Arch. Where do we start with Tottenham, mate?
I know. Yeah.
It's the same old story, just absolutely outclassed by Villa.
I know, Jamie. It's I never thought we'd win that game. I was hoping we'd win it. But you know what? And you're probably going to disagree with me here, and that's absolutely fine. I feel sorry for Ange. I really do. I think the players look absolutely knackered. He's not given them 2 days off for no reason. I think Rodrigo Bentancur, Bissouma and Sarr the other night against Liverpool were just disgraceful. And I think sometimes it's the players that... And I can hear the violin, thank you. But yeah. But I just think the players have to look. The players and the owners, for once, have to take responsibility. Daniel Levy had 4 or 5 weeks to get some signings in. It took him 4 or 5 weeks to get those 2 on deadline day in, and to put a £70 million bid at the last minute for Mark Gahey, you're clearly not going to get him. You're clearly not going to get somebody like that. And I just think it's, Daniel Levy sometimes can be really cheap, and I just don't know where to go, Jamie. Really don't know where to go. I just think it's poor. We've had a poor window. Yes, we've signed Tell, which everybody wanted. But at the end of the day, we needed experience. And I just kind of think we're the same as we were before those guys came in.
I don't know what to say. Honestly, look, I can sit here and I'm going to get violined off as well, so I don't even want to talk about Tottenham, but it's...
I keep talking, boys.
I'm trying to ramble on.
We just keep making excuses, Arch. We just keep making excuses.
No, Arch just makes good points.
Keep going on about injuries, and I get it. Like, all right, there are a lot of players out injured, for whatever reason, they picked up injuries, but come on, mate. The excuses he's coming out with, oh, yeah, they're knackered, and, every team has to do this. Every team has a fixture list which is relentless. Every team has injuries. Bournemouth have got 8 or 9 injuries. Newcastle last year, I remember they got decimated with injuries. They finished 7th. They find a way to get results. You find a way to get it done. We're just completely getting outclassed by Aston Villa, and it's almost embarrassing to watch how far Villa have gone past us now. They are. We shouldn't even be classed as a Big Six team anymore. Right? We don't act like a Big Six team. We don't play like a Big Six team.
When were you acting like one?
Well, I don't know when, but we were more consistent in terms of, getting in certain parts of the table. But I think we should take that away from us. We're a Big Six football club. We ain't. Newcastle are 10 times better than us. Aston Villa are 10 times better than us. Like, it's unacceptable. The players that we sign, come on, they're not good enough. I look at Aston Villa, they're bringing on Asensio from Real Madrid. They're bringing on Marcus Rashford. What are we bringing on?
Can I ask you both a question, please?
Yeah,
right.
go on.
Right, so the first minute, right, the goal that they scored, Villa, turned out, I felt, to be a feature of that first half. Bergvall and Bentancur offered nothing defensively to the 2 centre-halves or the back 4. That time and time again, the brilliant Rodgers keeps getting through. Ramsey scores the first goal. McGinn passing balls in. Tielemans in the middle of the park. Bergvall, he's chasing pigeons. He's a cat that's chasing pigeons. It's all well and good trying to chase a pigeon. You're never going to catch it. The pigeons are too quick and sharp. And there's no point closing down on the edge of their box. And all of a sudden I looked up Bentancur. Bentancur has not got a defensive mind. He doesn't understand that role.
No.
He's one you've got to build through. And I'm looking at him. Bergvall's miles away. Miles for him. I'm looking up. Tielemans. He's got the freedom in the middle of the park. The amount of times that Rodgers is walking through your midfield. By the way, this happened in the first minute. Happened in about the 8th minute. They kept going through. I can't believe that it took him till half time, Ange, to bring on Bissouma and take off Mikey Moore. Because then he's gone, oh, now I recognise the problem. He put Kulusevski out to the right. He brings on Bissouma. That should have been done after the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Something should have changed.
I know, but
say to Bergvall,
it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. In the first place, you're playing Aston Villa. You know the way they play. They want to go through the middle of you.
But Aston Villa could not believe the joy. It was like, you're looking, you're going, how many men have Spurs had 2 men sent off?
Yeah, no.
Through the middle of the park, mate.
Off the park, mate.
And I felt for Danso and Gray, mate. No one protected them.
No.
It was scandalous. You're waiting for the second goal. And if the second one goes in, third, fourth, that could have been a massacre.
Can I just say something? I think Ange is partly to blame. I'm not saying he isn't. I think the manager, look, the buck always stops with the manager at some point. But I think because we've had it 13 or 14 times, it's just we're blaming the same problem here. And we've had managers like Conte, Mourinho. The same people say Ange is out of his depth. The exact same thing happened with Conte in the last couple of months. Yes, we were a lot higher in the league, but players just gave up. And surely it's not the manager, because Conte, Mourinho, look where they've gone, Fenerbahce, Napoli, look at Nuno, what he's doing. Took 10 games for him to fail at Spurs, flying high with Forest. I just don't get it. It's a DNA, culture.
No, but I don't know whether you Spurs fans would have had... this is no disrespect to Forest, but the way that Forest are playing, it took a while defensively to be solid, right? But you Spurs fans wouldn't have put up with slightly... defensive play.
Well, that was the problem he had.
Can I just say, do you think 7-0's defensive? Because they won 7-0.
No, but I'm telling you, you're building up to that. What I'm saying is, that's one game, right?
Yeah.
What Nuno's got now, Nuno has built a balance in this team.
Yeah, because he's got the support of the owner.
Right.
I don't think the managers at Spurs have that.
At the beginning of the season, Forest have grown into this team. He has grown into being a defence. He's got it right. By the way, he could win Manager of the Season. Yeah, he won't.
Oh, no, yeah,
but at the beginning of the season, I watched Forest at Chelsea, right? They were just counter-attacker. They weren't this team they are now. Now, they defend well and they break well. They weren't that team. They're now a fluid, awesomely dangerous team going forward. But defensively, they're assured. That's why they can do. Now, we're looking about a team that's... you fine-tune a car? This Forest side... They are finely tuned to what we saw at the beginning to now getting the best out of
players, though, Jace.
No, but he's got the best out.
They've got good players.
No, but he's getting the best out of good players.
That's exactly my point, though. How can you get the best out of Eric Dyer, Davinson Sanchez? Nobody could have done that. Nuno's doing it at Forest because he's got better players.
No, but he's made them better. The point I'm making is Morello. Who spoke about Morello? Back in October. We started to see how defensively strong. Now we're starting to look at the likes of Elanga. Callum Hudson-Odoi's been injured, I know. But you're looking at a team now that's finely tuned. Yeah. And I'm not sure you Spurs fans would have given... Well, you didn't. Given the time to be defensively solid, build on what you had.
No.
Be a little bit more dull, boring at the beginning of the season, but build on that.
Do you think Spurs should sack Ange?
Well, no. I don't think they should, because I just think we'd be repeating mistakes.
You say repeated mistakes. Like, I understand that and I get that, and you don't want to sack a manager. But this, come on, mate. We're at two cups. We're 15th in the in the table. Like we're not even playing good football. Everyone's clinging on to this. Oh, we play good football. We play terrible football.
You know what I think will be his downfall when the likes of Van der Ven, Romero come back. If we're still losing games and getting battered,
we were losing games anyway when we had them.
The problem you've got is that this is not
you're going on like we was like world beaters when they were playing.
It's not a new problem.
You're living in cuckoo land.
If it continues with them back, then he'll be sacked. And that's fair enough.
I can't believe how it can just continue to be that.
It's not a new problem, I'm afraid.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, it'll be the same with Conte, it'll be the same with Mourinho, Pochettino, whoever it was. It was always the same.
I don't know, mate. Pochettino got the best out of a group of players. He got the best out of Eddie Howe. He gets the best out of players. Like Jacob Murphy gets the best out of him.
We were 14th under Pochettino. Yes, he was sacked, but would it have changed? I'm not sure it would have done. I think it might have gotten worse. That team, that season, the owner just didn't back the manager. And I think Daniel Levy, I don't think he's backing Ange. I really don't.
Well,
and I think
he's signing players that he wants to sign, mate. But the problem that Spurs have got is we're signing nobodies. We're signing players that ain't going to make a difference. It's like we own this big, massive mansion in Cobham, which is worth 20 million, and you're filling it up with IKEA furniture.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with IKEA? Where did they get IKEA?
No, but that's what I'm saying. You don't put IKEA furniture in a £20 million house, do you? And that's what Spurs are doing. You've got all these facilities. You've got this stadium and this shiny looking thing.
What's wrong with IKEA?
And you're filling it up with IKEA furniture.
What's wrong with IKEA?
Well, nothing's wrong with IKEA, but you don't put it in a £20 million house. It's as simple as that. Spurs' mentality is to sign bang average football players and think that they're going to be successful at a club who think they're a big six club, acting like they're a big six club, but you've got IKEA furniture.
Mate, IKEA, not the worst, mate. It's not your worst gear, honestly.
Keep your calls coming in 03717 223344. You're listening to the Sports Bar on TalkSport. We're TalkSport Bet. Visit talksportbet.com today for exclusive offers and bonuses. Don't say it. 18 plus. Gambler dog. I love meatballs.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the TalkSport app and on your smart speaker. TalkSport.